Hello. It's your boy Jenkins Donut here with another daytime stream, which wasn't scheduled at all like all my other streams. As you may have seen in my latest video, you know, my Plaguefall Encrypted run that I did yesterday. I got 2 set pieces and 2 legendaries. My DPS is getting quite a bit better, you know. There's quite a bit of room for improvement, but it do be getting better, you know. Especially with the Doggo build. So I'm gonna keep on running some dungeons. Now I really need the infinitely divisible ooze. But actually there's a lot of gear that I need, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna queue for some dungeons and try to get my rating up. I mean, there's 4 dungeons that I just never did. The rating is pretty low. It's gonna be hard to find good groups with that kind of rating, so I know this one I didn't do. So I'm just gonna queue for lower level dungeons. And we'll see what happens. I hope the music is not too loud. I'm just gonna reduce that a little bit. I'm testing things out. Turn some sounds and image and thumbnail art and all. Just have to do this and this. It dies. Okay, I got something. I got myself a run. I already have this one. All right. So normally this is a Halls of Atonement, so I'm just gonna head there and see. Oh, wait a minute. It's not my... I think I'm gonna prefer this.
Brendan, you're not fat. It's the shirt. Look at Nate. His true classic is tight around the
Alright, I think this is gonna be better. Now, of course, I'm only streaming some copyright-free music because, well, I don't want to get in trouble, you know? Alright, normally everyone's gonna be here. So that's great. A Destrolux. Now, Destrolux and Demolux are both pretty popular. It's often hard to tell. Oh yeah. Now that looks weird. I decided to play Demo because I really like to have my personal army, you know. Alright. Oh, the tank is pulling more. Okay, okay, I like that. I mean, that's Mythic too, you know, so... I cannot stand much. Of course, I wasn't gonna build up a lot of damage on that pool. Oh, it's not so bad. Given the circumstances. There you go. So then we're doing a level 4. I thought it was level 2, but you know what? That's gonna give me more rating. And that's funny because I saw those inspiring mobs and I still didn't realize that we were doing more than level 2. There you go. I got my haste buff. Stun him. Oh god. Whew. I didn't expect the thing to move him that much. Alright, that's okay. I'll stay close. Oh my god. I've never seen a tank move that bus so much. But it's fine, I'm just not used to it. Well, that... I haven't done a lot of DPS on this bus, I'm sure of it. Oh, I thought I did worse. Still not very good. Well, still not as much as I could have done, but I thought I did worse. I really did. Oh, we're pulling a big group here. I'm just gonna weaken those with my curses. Because poor tank is gonna have to deal with a lot of damage here. Alright. haste. Now I'm just gonna build up imps before we pull the bus. All right. Let's summon the tyrant now. Hmm. Oh god. That was quick. Alright, let's ignore this one until someone in my group can mind control him. There you go. I think we can kill him fast enough for his next Dark Communion. Yeah, great. Well, that was better overall DPS, I think. Not that much though, but... That's a good staff you just got. Great stats. Yeah, it's gonna be better than... I think that was a 239 that they had. It's gonna be better. Alright. What's my rating now? 745. Okay, I just got 90. It's getting better. Let's find another one, shall we? Damn. Mythic 8 Sanguine Deaths. Just gonna grab some coffee. I'll be right back. I am back, folks. I hope you didn't miss me too much, although there's no one here, but whatever. Maybe I should complete that Troubles at Home quest. It'd be kind of a sad waste if I didn't. And I saw people come in and then leave. I'm probably gonna have time to complete this. Alright, I'm gonna be able to turn this one into a tier piece as well. I mean, the Depraved Physician's Mask. I didn't realize it. Let's just pull some more because... Oh god, the group is already full. I better hurry. Although if I get summoned, you know, I'm just gonna go to the dungeon because it's kind of my priority. Alright, I'm just gonna turn in that quest before it expires and get some money. That's still pretty close to 2,000 gold pieces, you know. I'm on my way now. Okay, so I already got that. That could be a bit better. No, there's a few things could be pretty good for me. Oh yeah, I can sell those things. Okay. Let's head to the dungeon now. So back to Reventreth we go. But this time... Oh, I think I'm gonna be summoned there first. Oh well. Thank you very much. Yes. Alright, second run of the day. The first one was, well, very short, quick, efficient. This one could take a bit more time, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. Still. Mhm. Ah, that's what I wanted to see. Okay. All right. Okay, we're pulling it out. All. Okay. So if I can explain a bit what's going on in this dungeon, so as a Mythic 8 run, every monster and kind of every mob that we fight has a 59% damage and health bonus. Compared to a normal Mythic run. Now, there are affixes that are added, and they change every week. For this week, when you do a level 2 or more, well, that's every week, you know, there's a timer, and you have to complete the key in time to get a better rating and upgrade the key that's been used. Now, it's not my key that's being used, so Cholorit actually used this key, so if we upgrade it, he's gonna get a better key at that point. Now there's a tyrannical affix this week that increases the health and the damage of bosses specifically, in addition to that 59% that I mentioned earlier. So for bosses, what this translates to is actually 106% increased health at level 8 and 82% increased damage. So bosses are more difficult to kill. 1 week out of 2, the tyrannical affix is going to be added at level 2 or more. On the other weeks, it's going to be fortified, which increases the health and damage of non-boss enemies. So trash bags that we kill between bosses are going to be harder, but the bosses are going to be easier, so it really switches from 1 week to another. And then the other affixes that are added at level 4 and 7, in that order, also change every week, and there's a much higher, variety here. For this week, it's Inspiring and Quaking. This is Quaking. So what happens is that we all get a little mini earthquake that's preparing to burst under us. It's kind of a brown circle that fills up, and once it fills up, there's a rock burst, which damages every other player that is in our circle. So if we're all separated, it doesn't deal any damage, but it oftentimes forces people to move. Also, as a caster, it's kind of more taxing for me, because if I'm casting a spell during while the burst procs, it gets interrupted, and then I cannot cast a spell from that school. So, for example, Shadow or Shadow Fire, you know, I can't cast a spell from that school for a few seconds. So it's better to just stop casting for a little bit to prevent this from happening. Of course, if I'm doing some instant spells, like my instant Demon Bolt procs, it's not gonna be interrupted, so that's fine. I just have to run away from this. Good. I'm sorry. Okay. So this is Quaking. Of course, as a melee player, what it does usually is, you know, you don't have, oh, I got interrupted, but by another spell, which actually silenced me for a few seconds. Okay. For melee DPS, this affix is quite a bit different, right? Because there's no casting spells that can be interrupted, but oftentimes you have to move more because you're closer to your tank and other melee allies, you know, so it's easier but harder at the same time. The other affix for this week is Inspiring, and it's when we see those mobs, you know, that have a glowing yellow aura around them. What happens with Inspiring is that every mob that is close to them, every one of their allies close to them, cannot be stunned or interrupted. So sometimes there are deadly spells that are going to be cast by our foes that cannot be interrupted because of Inspiring. That can get pretty dicey, you know. Oh, I have to avoid that. Yeah. Then at level 10, there's a final affix that is added. And it's an affix that is the same every week for the current season. You may have seen in my YouTube channel as of now that I talk about encrypted runs. What that means is, well, that I'm doing Mythic Plus runs that are level 10 or more, because the affix for this season is called Encrypted. This affix, some monster packs and every boss will have 3 relics that enter the fight. These relics are some kind of floating mobs that deal a bit of damage, but are not so powerful and they have low health. But then, as soon as you kill one of those relics, the other 2 disappear, so you have to choose which one you kill, and depending on which one you kill, there's an elite mob that will appear, an elite automa that will appear that you have to kill. Now there's 3 types of automa. If you kill the relic, there's an dismantler that appears. It's kind of a big robot that hits hard on your tank. If you kill the woe relic, there's a woe drifter that appears, which is some kind of a caster type automa, you know. Yeah, I have to avoid that. And that as well. It's kind of deadly, you know. And so the Woe Drifter is some kind of caster type mob that you have to kill. If you kill the Vi relic, you get a Vi Interceptor, which is some kind of gunner automa, you know. Has a gun and sometimes teleports and shoots some laser rays that you have to avoid. It's pretty easy to avoid, but yeah, that happens too. Oof. Oh no, the healer is dead. I'm gonna be able to res them. Oh well. The release was not a very good choice because we have to wait for the healer to be back, especially for that boss. Deals a lot of damage. Oh well. Oh god. Not the best excuse, man. I was just waiting because I thought the shaman was gonna res, because my soul stone can be used during a fight. Okay, I'm gonna have to avoid. Yes. Oh boy. Okay, so as I was explaining, depending on which relic you kill, there's 3 different mobs that you can summon. Now that's important because the mob you choose to summon is not so much important for the fight itself, but when the mob dies, it gives a bonus to your group, actually. Not a curse or anything, an actual bonus. And that bonus depends on which mob you chose to invoke and kill, right? Ah, that's okay. We got it. Phew, that was close enough. Oh well. I'm not so sure we need, but I actually don't know for sure. I don't remember what percentage we need to have before we go down, so let's just pretend it's a bit higher, then we're gonna be fine. Pretty sure we're good now. So yeah, as I was explaining, depending on which Otoma you kill, you get a different bonus for your group. So the Dismantler, which is like the big Otoma that deals a lot of damage to the tank, when you kill him, it gives everyone a buff that is very precious and is actually the one you want most of the time. What it does is that it for 10 seconds, everybody regenerates 5% of their mana and their health every second. And also, the cooldown regeneration is speed is tripled. So every spell that has some kind of cooldown, for example this one, 1.5 minutes, the cooldown regenerates 3 times as fast with that buff. So in 10 seconds, everybody regenerates. Oh boy, you should have taken more of those. Ah, that's okay, I'm gonna Soulstone him. That's a lot of damage. I really don't want us to wipe. Oh god. No! Avoid this! At all costs! No! Oh my god. Oh well. This could get difficult. Here, I can regenerate a little bit with this Mortal Coil. I'm gonna deal some more damage with that. I think I'm just gonna heal a bit. Because if I'm dead, I cannot do much DPS, right? I have been silenced, but not for long. Yeah. Should have interrupted this the stone skin. Okay. I'm gonna finish my explanation. So the relic I already explained. What the woe relic does is pretty interesting because it can allow you to skip some mob packs entirely. When you get the buff for 1 minute, everybody gets a 150% speed bonus, I think. And when you're out of combat, you're invisible. So you can finish the pack and then just skip ahead some things because you're invisible. And then you start some fights. So sometimes it's... So people call those the woe skips. Sometimes woe skips can be pretty useful as well. And then the Vi relic, well, when you kill the Vi interceptor, you do get a haste buff. Demonic Tyrant, go. That was kind of dumb of me. So we only have to total of 20% of her health. Alright, we did it. Oh boy. That timing though. Oh wait. So where's my Mythic Plus rating now? Oh, 800. Okay. Still not very high, but it's getting better. Well, that was cool. All right. Okay. I'm gonna end the stream here. Of course, I'm gonna keep on doing some dungeon runs in the next couple of days, you know, to get some good gear. And right now I'm close to getting what I need to have 4 set pieces. So every time I summon wild imps, those little imps that you see all around me, when I summon one of those, there will be a 15% chance that it will be a malicious imp that will deal a good burst of damage whenever it disappears. Either on its target, if it disappears naturally, or as an AoE, if I make him go boom with implosion. This is the spell I use to send all my imps to the group of mobs. And I do it sometimes, especially with a big group of mobs, because it does a big burst of DPS. And because of this legendary effect, implosion grants 1 haste for 12 seconds for each imp exploded. When this damages at least 3 targets, instead gain 5% haste per imp. So for example, if I implode 12 imps on a group of mob, I gain 60% haste for 12 seconds. Which allows me to do big bursts of DPS and summon even more imps at great speeds. So this is why I can do very well during AoE pulls with my Warlock. Now, if I get that 4-tier set, it's just going to be a bit stronger because the malicious imps are going to deal 1,746 fire damage to all nearby enemies of your implosion, or deal it to your current target, you know, when they die. So, kind of a good bonus. Although the 2 set bonus, which I already have, is arguably stronger actually. But yeah. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this shorter stream. I'll keep on doing more, of course, to show you my progress with Oggruk. And soon enough, I'll tackle my own key, which is a Mythic 13, Mist of Turtle Scythe, so quite a bit harder, especially in Tyrannical. And I'll be able to showcase and explain live what the encrypted affix actually does in a dungeon. So I hope you guys had a good time, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.